So we're gonna take videos. We're gonna make sure that we got every angle so you can see every gutter. Once that's done, we're gonna start removing the debris. Can you see what's in the gutters? Well, this one there's not too bad, so this one I'm probably gonna just go through, push it into piles like this, using my stick and my spoon. If it was really full, then I would just scoop it as I went instead of making piles. So once it's into a pile, move it like that. Try not to get too much of it outside of the gutter so it doesn't make a mess. Just keep moving along like that and get it all out. If there's any outlets in there, the plastic ones with the baskets on the top, we're going to cut those out as we go just because they seem to clog up really good. So I'm going to use my knife. Get in there, cut it. Let's take that out and we're going to put that in our bucket with our garbage. Once we've got it pretty clean, if there's still some stuff in there that's wet, like there's down here, we can use a sponge. If we don't have any sponges, a rag will work too. Put the sponge in there. We're just gonna push that along like this. And try to get as much of it out before we do water test. Now we check these hangers. Usually when you're cleaning them out, you'll feel that these are loose. Or you can see sometimes this gutter is just shaking. If they're loose, then we're just gonna go along and as we go, just tighten them all as we go. If there's any that are broken or missing, we're gonna replace those as well. Debris in there still. We want to try to get most of that stuff out before we water test, just so it doesn't get in the way. So if it's wet stuff, we'll push it out with a sponge. If it's dry, we can use a leaf blower and just make sure all this stuff is gone. You don't need to blow it all the way. The trigger does feather. So you lock it on, you don't have to have it full blast. Okay, once we got the majority of the debris out of there, we're gonna water test it. It's gonna do a couple things for us. It's gonna get the rest of the dirt out of there, whatever little bits left. And that's also gonna help us to decide if or see if there's any leaks or any repairs that need to be done, and check for slope as well. So when I'm gonna push the water towards the downspout, and I want to try to keep the water behind it with a little bit of pressure onto it so that it keeps everything moving. Because if it does build up a little bit of dirt, that's going to cause the water to flow back this way, and we don't really want that to happen. It's just going to be more work for us. So I'm going to start by doing this. So we got a higher pressure nozzle on there with an on-off switch here. Just makes it a little bit easier for us. If there's anything on the face there, we're going to try to get that cleaned off too. We want to just be mindful that we're not spraying people's windows or glass doors or things like that too. Just extra mess that we got to clean up later. Once we have the majority of it pushed, it's going to probably leave another pile by the outlet. We're going to get one more scoop just so we don't push all that stuff down the drain. If it goes into the storm drains underground, if we push too much of that down there over time, it can plug it up. Or it can plug up the downspouts or just leave a mess on the ground. So we're going to scoop up the majority of it, and then we can push the last little bit down the downspout with just a little bit of dirt. Now that's clear enough. I'm happy with that for our after photos for report. The one thing that I should mention that you want to watch for, if you're having a hard time pushing the water towards the outlet and it's starting to back up and you can't get the dirt out, it's probably because it's on a slope. If that does happen and this is full of water after we're done, then we're gonna put a sponge in there, push the rest of the dirt in the water to where we can get it out, and then we'll take our photos and then we'll put it on our report and inspection that area either needs to be resloped or we need a downspout added or whatever other solution we come up with, but it should be noted in those areas as well.